All right, number 11 is called Terra-cotta fragment by the Lapita people. And they are from, or these are from the Solomon Islands, 1000 BCE. And this is incised terracotta. And terracotta is just a type of clay. So it's incised clay. All right, so we're going to start with context. So the Lapita people, we believe, first were from Taiwan and then migrated to the Solomon Islands. And we believe this because of these pottery fragments. So their travels are known because of where these types of fragments were found. So these are not the only fragments. There are lots of fragments that all have the same characteristics that we're going to talk about. And because of where these are found, we believe these people migrated this way. All right, so on your note page, and if you don't have your note page, if you don't have the note pages, it's okay. You can just write what we're going to highlight. So the essential knowledge, we're going to read this. So in the last 4,000 years, populations sailed from Vanuatu eastward and carried plants, animals, and pottery that now demonstrate a pattern of migration and connection from what was the Lapita culture. So we're going to highlight that. By 800 Common Era, the distribution that has come to be described as Melanesia, Micronesia, and Polynesia was established. So Melanesia, Micronesia, and Polynesia is what make up our Pacific region, also Australia. So the Lapita people are considered the Pacific ancestors. So the Pacific ancestors of Melanesia, Micronesia, and Polynesia are the Lapita people that we are designating as the artists of this artwork. All right, form, there is a very stylized, kind of stretched out, elongated human face. Remember when we say stylized, it's not abstract, like we can tell what it is. It's just kind of in between naturalistic and abstract would be stylization. It's using shapes to create whatever it is that they want us to look at, an animal or a face, things like that, like geometric shapes to create something. All right, it is also made up of intricate, that means detailed, fine little details, repetitive, so it's a pattern, geometric designs, that is also found on bark cloth, that is an art form from the Pacific region, and tattoos, which is also an art form found from that dominates the Pacific region. One more thing to add into form, and then we're done with form. Comparing relief. So if you look at the anthropomorphic stela, the artist carved the back, or the artist carved the stone to make the lines pop out in low relief. It's not high relief. It's not coming really far out at you. The anthropomorphic stela is low relief. On the Lapita pottery fragments, the artist stamped and used a tool to kind of scratch in what's called incise the lines. So that's almost a type of sunken relief where elements are raised up, but the marks that they are doing are sunken in. All right, context. So these are bones. Tattoo chisels made of bone have been found in Lapita sites and may also have been the tools used to incise and stamp the designs into the clay. So the same tools that they would use to mark their body are also the tools believed to make the marks on the pottery. So for content, the pottery is also referred to as tattooed pots. And if you had an attribution question, you could get a picture of the pottery that's colored on the bottom right, and they could say, what culture made this and what leads you to believe this? So you could talk about the geometric designs. You could talk about how it almost looks like it is stamped with a bone chiseled tool. You could talk about the repetition of the dots to create the geometric design. They would also put like red slip. It's almost like it's painted red, and then incise or stamp into that, and then you would see the color of the clay underneath it. All right, function. So this may have been a symbolic connection. This is assumptions that historians make. This may have been a symbolic connection between the marking of both pottery and human skin. Also, probably just functional pottery used for putting food, for cooling food, storing food, you know, pottery kind of stuff. Okay, all right. Well, that is all.